Hello math learners, so for today's video we're going to proceed in projectile motion. So last time nag-discuss na tayo about curvilinear. So let us discuss this lesson. For more information about this lesson, watch this video till the end. So let us start. Okay, let us define first what is curvilinear, projectile motion rather. So if I say projectile motion, when a particle is thrown obliquely near the Earth's surface, it moves along a curved path under constant acceleration, directed towards the center of the Earth, that we assume that the particle remains close to the Earth's surface. The path of such a particle is called a projectile, and the motion is called projectile motion. Ang logic, no? Okay. Ang sabi daw dito, when a particle is thrown, sabihin, binalibag, tinagalog, no? Okay, so let us consider this as an example. Ayan, the man thrown the basketball to the basket. Okay. So let us have this let us consider rather this one as your initial velocity. And from this one to this one is called range, which we labeled as x. About this one, the maximum height that what we called y, or the height. And of course, di ba sa part na to, di ba pagka meron tayong incline, ay also meron tayong x and y component. Okay, gaya na sa resultant vector natin. Itong initial velocity, meron siyang x component and y component of this one. And also, kung naka-incline siya, meron siyang theta or angle labeled as theta. Diba? And, diba, kapag simulan yung ihagis to, magkakaroon ulit ng ganito. Diba? And, kapag nag-reach tayo sa maximum height, nawawala yung acceleration ng velocity ng y-axis or ng y component. And until it reach, such a shoot, which is nakababa na yung ating velocity final. Siyempre, meron tayong x and y component. O, yan lang po yung itsura. Ito ay kailangan natin i-recap yung rectilinear motion or yung horizontal motion. Itong formula na to, remember this, and this. Kung di naalala, dapat alalahanin. Kasi magagamit natin yan at gagamitin talaga natin yan. Okay. Tanda naman natin, itong formula na to, ginagamit naman natin kapag given ang velocity, one unknown. Kung given naman ang velocity, acceleration, at nawawala yung time, or yung acceleration, or yung velocity. Nakadepende naman sa given. Next, kapag ito naman, kapag related na si acceleration sa distance. Ito naman, kapag wala kang final velocity, pero kailangan mong hanapin ng mga ito na mayroon namang time, acceleration, and velocity. Mga ganun. Something like that. For x, we all know, di ba, pagka sa resultant vector, di ba, kung ano yung adjacent dito, yun yung cosine due to horizontal. Di ba? Pag nag-incline kayo with respect sa horizontal, your VI nyo will be cosine theta, and your acceleration due to x, your x component acceleration will be 0. Kasi isipin nyo, kapag nagbato kayo, meron bang bumibilis due horizontal? Like, common sense, ganon. Di ba pag nagbato ka, wala, di ba? Isipin nyo, kapag nagbato kayo pataas, medyo mabagal yan, mas bumibilis siya kapag pabagsak. Because it is along the Earth's gravity, which is pababa. Malalaman natin, for y component, paano natin i-apply mathematically. So, kung dito, meron tayong cosine, meron tayong sine. Because this is, vertical. Opposite. Ganun. Siyempre, gaya na sabi natin, kung wala namang kinalaman, yung x component acceleration, eto meron, which is negative g, which is yung g natin is 9.81 meter per second squared. Or kapag ka English system, meron tayong 32.2 feet per second squared. Ganun. To be apply. Ayan, gamitin natin yung formula na to, which is itong mga to, if i-substitute natin sa mga sumusunod. Okay. So, itong final velocity, nilabel na natin siya as x equals, pwede naman ito natin siya i-label as VIX or yung mismong laman na lang, which is yung VI cosine theta. Which is yung AX is 0, so tinames natin yung 0, 0 times T is 0. So, ito, ipa-plus siya sa 0, ito pa rin naman. Okay, next. For this one, ito naman, in-apply naman natin VFX squared equals, ito kasi, itong part na to, di ba pag in-square nyo yan, i-distribute nyo yung squared, magiging ganito. Which is yung AS, sabi nga natin, yung acceleration natin ay 0, magiging 0 lahat to. 2 times 0 times S, 0. Next, this one, meron tayong X. Yung S, ginawa lang natin X kasi with respect to horizontal naman. So, yung S, gawin natin X is equal to VI. Yung T natin, ito yon. Yung VI kasi natin dito, yung VIX, which is yung VI cosine theta, which is in-apply lang natin dito, times lang natin siya sa T. Okay, Y component naman. Kapag dito naman, itong part na to, since ito lang naman ang nangyari, edi ito na yon. Yung VI, ginawa natin VI sin theta, which is yung VIY, di ba? VFY, tapos yung A, ginawa nyo lang negative G, which is yung negative G times positive T is, ayan, naging minus. So, dito naman, ito naman. Yun lang, yung square, tapos in-square nyo lang parehas, gaya lang, ito lang nadagdag, kasi hindi naman naka 0, kaya meron siyang dagdag. Di ba ito is negative G, so naging minus na. Then, ito naman. Actually, na-discuss ko na to sa pre-falling bodies sa TikTok. Pero, nire-recap lang natin actually. Nire-recap lang naman natin. So, ito na yon. Okay, meron tayong general formula for, projectile motion kapag walang include si time. Pag wala si time, rather. Which is, paano nangyari itong formula na to? So, magde-derive tayo syempre. Remember this formula. That is, ito yun, di ba? Ito yun. Apply natin. Which is, para ma-ano natin si time, yung si time yung hahanapin natin, divide natin siya both sides of equation into initial velocity times cosine theta. Ito na yung lumabas. Di ba, makakancel to. At meron pa tayo isang formula dito, itong part na to, yung sa Y. Which is yung Y version nito. Which is lahat ng T ay i-substitute natin dito. Simultaneous equation lang. Y is equal to this one. Yung T, ito lang yun. Dinimes lang natin. Minus this one. Tinimes lang siya sa X squared. Yan, ito yun. Okay, kasi yung T, ito yun Tapos, di ba, in-square nyo siya, dinistribute yung square ng, ng both numerator and denominator, and we have to simplify. Makakancel sa VI, di ba, sine over cosine is tangent? Di ba? Sine over cosine theta is tangent theta. So, we have x times tangent theta minus ito, tinimes nyo lang dito, itong 1/2, dito yung tinimes. Okay yon. So, yeah. Ayan na yung formula. Pinahirapan yung sarili. Okay, for more concepts, paano ba natin si projectile motion? So, huwag niyo pansinin yung lobat. Kaya lang po, inulit lang po natin siya. Di ba? Nung nag-ano tayo dito, ayan ulitin natin. Di ba, nung nag-ano siya ng kanyon, ayan lang po siya, ayan. Then, nung nagpunta siya sa maximum height, then hanggang sa bumaba na siya. Okay. Ganun lang po yung concept ni projectile motion. Okay. We have another example. So, familiar in this one. So, it is the way melon pulse. So, let us demonstrate this one. Di ba napansin nyo kung paano siya binato? Ay, no? Yan. Ganun po. Di ba napansin nyo, parang nagkaroon ng impact nung pagkakabato ng pakwan dun sa zombie? Di ba? Kasi una, yung parang part dyan is, pabagal hanggang pabagsak. Siyempre, masakit yung magtatama sa'yo pag ganun. Ano ka ba? Okay. So, para hindi tayo masyado maboard sa concept, maglaro tayo ulit. So, problem number 3. A projectile is fired from the edge of 150-meter cliff with an initial velocity of 180 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. Neglect air resistance. So, first, we have to find the horizontal distance from the gun to the point where the projectile strikes the ground. Excuse me. Next is, we find the greatest elevation above the ground reached by the projectile. So, dalawa lang hinahanap natin. So, paano natin i-demonstrate? Ito lang. Kasi sabi dito, fire at the edge, sa ibabaw, ibig sabihin, the 15-meter cliff, yung bangin. Huwag niya pansinin yung naka-angle siya. Pampalito lang yan. So, execute. Yan ang gagawin natin. Okay, gamitin natin itong formula. Since meron tayong given na initial velocity at may given tayong angle at meron tayong given na y, which is ito. Ano natin? Sinubstitute lang natin. 180 ito yung yung velocity, sine 30. Yung negative 150, bakit naging negative? Kasi if it's beyond, negative siya. Kasi ito yun, isipin nyo yung projectile na kaganyan. Ito yung 150. Diba, isipin nyo, ito yung axis. This is positive x, positive y. So, ano yung baba? Negative. So, negative 50. 150 rather. So, ngayon, to simplify, gamit tayo ng Caltech. So, using a Casio calculator. So, Casio pala kasi meron tayo. And we have to use this one. Ita-type nito sa A. So, alam ko ang lalabas dito is yung 4.905. Mga ganon. Then, basta type nyo lang siya as is. Lalabas naman yung totoo nilang value. Minsan decimal yung malabas. Ito kasi lalabas dito is negative 90. Ito ay talaga. Ayan. So, kapag nag-start na kayo, so, meron tayong una dito is we have, first, the time is we have 19.89 seconds and negative 1.54 seconds. So, meron tayo dito. Ano yung consider natin na time? Itong part na to. Bakit? Kasi, kailan kayo nakakita ng negative na time? Wala namang bumabalik na oras, diba? So, ito yung consider natin, syempre. Okay. Nakadepende lang sa situation, self-analysis, common sense, gano'n lang. User engineering judgment, gano'n. Okay, so meron tayong 19.89 seconds and we have to use this formula. Kasi hinahanap natin dito is yung horizontal distance from the gun to the point. So, substitute lang natin to. Then yung t, ito lang yun. Then we will get this one. We have 3,100.54 meters or pwede naman natin siya i-estimate as 3.1 kilometer. It's up to you. Kaso hindi dyan nagtatapos. We have to find the greatest elevation above the ground reached by the projectile. So, ito lang po yung formula natin and we have to substitute since mayroon naman na tayong nakuha. Ito, sa part na to. Diba, pag pabagsak siya, ibig sabihin that is to stop, kaya siya naging 0. Okay? Initial velocity, as usual, yun pa rin. And yung sine 30, yun pa rin. And minus, tandaan natin, meron tayong 9.81 na acceleration due to gravity. Ang inam natin dito is yung greatest elevation, which is meron tayong 412.84, which is yan na bang ko-consider natin? Which is, hindi. Kasi, meron greatest naman eh. So, meron tayong y max is equal to y plus delta y. So, label natin to as delta y. And, ito yung y nyo. Diba yan yung sa concept? Ngayon, okay. Ngayon, meron tayo ditong 412.84 and we have also 150 meter as your delta y. And we have to add them all. So we have 562.84 meters. Diba? Basic na basic. Okay, so hopefully nagets yun. So next given tayo. So problem number 4. A kick football leaves the ground at an angle of 37 degrees with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Assuming the ball leaves the foot at ground level and ignoring air resistance and rotation of the ball. Calculate the maximum height, the time travel as it hits the ground, and next, how far away it hits the ground. Let's use this one. Yan po yung nangyari. So, let us calculate. Una, hanapin natin yung maximum height. Siyempre, gamitin natin itong formula. May given initial velocity naman tayo, may given angle tayo, at meron naman tayong gravity, which is 9.81. Gravity. Charot. Okay. So, tandaan natin dito sa part na to, 0 laman lagi ang ating final velocity kasi pabagsak siya. Okay, always to a stop. And this one, meron tayong 20 squared. Then, and using ship solve, meron tayo 7.384 meters. Hopefully, anyone gets that. Next. We have to find the travel as it hits the ground. Tandaan natin, ito lang yung formula natin at yun tayo nang hinahanap natin dito. So, 0 natin to kasi wala namang beyond. Kasi, ito naman yun, pabagsak naman siya. Ito yun. Okay, so meron tayong 20 sin 37t minus, ayan lang. Then, gamit tayo ulit ng Caltech. Diba, nag-Caltech tayo, mode 5, 3. Ito, set nyo as X, A, B, yung C, since wala naman kayong C, na constant value, i-0 nyo na lang. So, meron tayong time 0 and 2.49 seconds. Hindi naman pwedeng huminto yung time, di ba? So, kung ano yung mas mataas. Dadama natin yung reaches naman dito. Kung sabihin natin dito naman, pwede naman natin i-0. Kung ano yung mas mataas, since at the ground, mas matagal, dito. Pag ito, kung sa simula, kung sinabi naman dito sa point na to, hindi pwede nyo consider to. Kung ito. Something like that. Okay, how far away it hits the ground. Gamitin natin itong formula to kaysa pahirapan yung sarili nyo. At least konti na lang. Which is, pwede naman din yung isang formula na pinakita ko kanina ito. Which is to, carry naman. Ito na lang. Which is x is equal to initial velocity cosine theta t. Which is, ito. And we will get 39.277 meters. Okay. Next. Solve problem number 5. Hope everyone gets the solve problem number 4. A bullet is fired at an initial velocity of 150 meters per second at an angle of 56 degrees at the top of a 120 meter tall building. Neglect air resistance. Determine the following. The maximum height above the level ground that can be reached by the level. The time for the bullet to hit the ground. The velocity with which the bullet will hit the ground. Ito lang yung ating formula. Yung ating figure, sorry. So, gaya ng kanila lang sa solve problem number 3, ginawa lang naman natin, instead of 150, naging 120. Then ito, instead of 180, 150. Instead of 30, 56. Ganun lang. Inulit lang natin yung concept ng number 3. Okay, so ngayon, yan unahin natin. So, meron tayong formula. Then, substitute natin mga kailangan substitute. Tandaan natin, pag pa-strike siya, lagi naman 0. Then, ito naman. So, meron tayong 150 squared, sine squared, 56. Minus 2 times 9.81y. And using shift solve, meron tayong 788.192. Kaso hindi yan sapat. Kasi sabi natin dito, we're looking for maximum height. So, ibig sabihin, ito yun. I-add nyo lagi sa 120, which is we will got 908.192 meters. Okay. For next one, time for the bullet to hit the ground. So, ito yung formula na kailangan natin gamitin and we have to use this one. Tandaan natin, pag beyond positive axis, magiging negative siya. Diba nakalabel na dito? Eh di yung pababa dito, which we have 120 negative. Diba? Para lang kayo nag-label. Diba ito lang yon. Then, paano nyo maaalis to? Eh di, alisin nyo yun. Equals 150 sin 50-60. Then, dating gawi. Diba? Pag nag-calculate kayo, dito nyo ilalagay yung, yung 120. Pag nilagay siya, gawin yung positive. Then, itong part na to, so, una, meron tayong ganyan at ito. So, tandaan natin, common sense, hindi tayo nagne-negative sa time. Ito ang kukonsider natin na sagot. Okay. Next. The velocity with which the bullet will hit the ground. So, ito lang po. Kaya sa pahirapan yung sarili nyo. So, for VFX, ito yung inan natin, yung X natin dito. Meron tayo 150 cosine 56 meters per second. For Y naman, pwede natin itong gamitin. Then, ito lang. And, itong part na to, ito lang yun pababa. Yung Y nyo. And we will get this one. And, para mahanap natin, gamit tayo ng Pythagorean theorem. And, we will get this one. And, we will get this one. 157.653 meter per second. Okay. Kaya pa. Nagets naman yung solve problem number 5. So, solve problem number 6 naman. A projectile is launched with an initial speed of 200 meters per second at an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the horizontal. First is we have to compute the range R as measured up to the incline. Next is compute the velocity of the impact at B. Compute the time of flight from A to B. Ito ang gawin natin. Paano po yan? Na siya, horizontal. Naka-incline. O, po, nakatagilid yan. So, paano natin siya isosolve? Sabi dito, at an angle with respect to horizontal. Kung tutusin, pwede naman siya itagilid Itagilid nyo, tapos itong part na to, hindi magiging 40 degrees. Kasi alisin nyo itong 20 Pero, hindi yan ang ginamit natin. Gawin natin to. At pahirapan ang sarili. Gawin natin to in other versions sa TikTok. No? Try natin yan. Abangan nyo. Okay, so, yun ang gagawin natin. So, how are we going to deal with this? Gamitin natin itong general formula. Di ba ito sa part na to, pwede tayo maka-form ng right triangle. Meron tayong x is equal to r cosine 20 and we have r sine 20. Tandaan nyo, yung kabuuan nito, this is r. Di ba? R sine 20, which is yung y nyo, ito yon, equals sa x, r cosine 20, tangent 60. Ito yon ha, tandaan, ito po yon. Okay, nagets yun? Kasi yung x natin is r cosine 20 times natin siya sa tangent. Kung ano yung niyan talaga, which is tangent 60 minus this one. Yung tanda natin, yung g natin is we have 9.81 times sa x natin is r cosine 20 naka quantity squared all over 2. Then yung v natin is 200 cosine 60. Ayan, quantity squared. Using shift solve as usual, and we will get this one. We have 2,968.157 meters. Diba? Napaka-basic lang, no? Okay. Next. Saya-saya naman. We have to compute the velocity of impact at B. Okay, itong part na to, inano natin yung x ha. Yung r, sinasubstitute na natin dito para masaya ang buhay. So, we have Bx is equal to Vi cosine theta. At we have to substitute this one. Nagets ba kung saan kinuha? Yung VI, we have 200 and we have cosine 60 and we will get this one. And to get the Y, ito formula lang and para magamit natin yung bawat distance, cosine siya with respect to part na to and we will get this one. And to use, again, we have to find using Pythagorean theorem. And we will have this and this one. We have 141.7112 meter per second. Diba? Saya-saya. Next. Last but not the least, we have to compute the time of flight from A to B. So, meron tayong x is equal to VI cosine theta t. And we have to use a substitute. T lang naman hinahap natin. And we will get this one just using, shift solve. Or divide both equation into 200 cosine 60. We have 27.89 seconds. Diba? Napakadali lang naman. Ayan, madali lang. Basta lang kayo, gamit ako ng common sense, imagination, engineering judgment, whatever. Basta, ma-visualize nyo at gamit kayo ng proper imagination and use a practical thinking. Common sense. Ganun. Common sense na mga kailangan nyo dyan. No joke. Common sense lang. So, next, ito you have to try it yourself. You have to screenshot. Yan. Try nyo yan on your own. Kayo bahala. This is for curvilinear motion. And next, we have projectile motion. So, yun. Well done. So, hopefully, everyone learns about our lesson about projectile motion. So, okay na to. Yan. So, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.